And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. And on the mound today, German Marquez. What do we have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Lined into right. One up, one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
He swings and fouls one off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out towards right center field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Now here is Jesus Sanchez.
Let's go, Rockies.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 out, space is empty. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. A gigantic blast. It's 2-0. Singy Statcast tells us exactly what we were all thinking. That ball went a long way.
Yeah, just shy of 500 feet. Unreal power.
Matt Mervis, the next to hit. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Mervis, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. It's off his shoulder, eats him up. So a man aboard. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Mervis off of first with 2 away. High in the air, out to right. And that is that. 2-run shot for Miami this inning, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Brenton Doyle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball,
Talk about
2
tying a
strikes.
guy up. That was ugly.
On the ground,
That ball's
right
foul.
side, and that's just foul. And he hits a ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Close play against the speedy runner. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Ryan McMahon
that's a ball.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball, down.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And it's even up.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Base hit, and that keeps the inning alive. Here's Michael Tolia. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. That's down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. And
Nope,
it
that's
goes
foul.
just foul. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground to first.
Foul.
And foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
We all know that that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Center field, Stowers brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Denver, new inning getting started, and now the DH, Davison De Los Santos. Marquez back to work. There's a strike up high. 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in. 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Let's go, Rockies!
Just missed. Just missed. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So the lineup flips over. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hilliard makes the play, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Coors Field, now the left fielder, Nolan Jones.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy. A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Thairo Estrada to the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
1-0.
The pitch.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
The changeup missing, and the count is 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. That one ripped right center field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, he's in there.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that
one. One down, runner at third. Hilliard now at the plate. First pitch misses. Estrada stands at third with 1 gone in the inning.
That's ball 2.
Outside low, and that's ball 3.
I got 3-0.
And that's in for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
Count is 3-2.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Stowers. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Jacob Stallings now. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
That's a ball.
Foul ball. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Just misses with that one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 2 full. It's the Marlins 3 and the Rockies 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Just missed.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And now 2 balls and a strike. To third, McMahon tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez singled and scored his first time. And that one missing low. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
In the air, right field. Hilliard makes a move on it. Drops into the glove. 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Now Jonah Bride. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one ripped left field, way back there. And he brings it into the warning track. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. Just missed.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Certainly worthy of another look to find out the distance of that home run via StatCast. 470 feet. Singy, say it with me. Wow.
Yeah, he got every stitch on that baseball, and you don't see many homers go as far as that one just did. I'm sure it's already spread like wildfire on the internet, man. These kind of home runs don't go unnoticed.
McMahon stands in now and watches strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. On the ground. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That clips the corner. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Tolia takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Tovar stands at first with 1 out. And strike 2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
On the ground, could be 2. Throws to first. Now 2 away. Here's Bryant now. Hit on the ground to the right side. Nice grab from his knees, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
That was a great job in doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back here in Denver as we go to the top of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the air, center field. Doyle has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. He's 0 for 1. Conine goes 6'1", 210 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
One out and a runner at second, top half of inning number 4.
Let's go, Rockies!
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Stowers,
That's a ball.
the next to hit, takes ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Swings through that one for strike two.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hilliard sizing this one up, makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom 4, and here is Nolan Jones. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Here comes the 0-1. Next offering misses down and away. That's a little bit low. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Up the middle. Right. And one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ground ball right side. Right. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Sam Hilliard. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. And downstairs.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes. Yeah.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2 now. Cut on and missed, struck him out at 98. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Rockies are down quietly, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Marquez back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. 0 for 2 in this one. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. That's long gone. He leaves the yard to right. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. German Marquez is done in this one, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Scott Alexander.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
One down, and at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. 1 for 2. On the inside corner for a strike. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1.